Good Wednesday evening, everybody. November the 27th. Just got off work. Tractor's running. It's time to plow some snow. As you can see, we got plenty of it. A lot of cleaning up to do. Neighbor Scotty made a pass in here for me a little bit. Kind of cleaned it out, but we get to do cleanup and go widen out the driveway and all that stuff. Get ready for round two. Looks like that's coming this weekend. Out here now checking the stove. We're burning scraps basically. Last night I made a mess. Let me show you my mess. So a lot of this wood was still covered in snow a little bit from before, but I wanted to get it in here before it got drifted in today. And we did get a little dusting that came in. You can see the little dusting that's back there. Not a huge deal. Also, I don't have the door seals on, so we did get a little drifting down there. But all in all, that's better than this thing just being a big old pile of snow. What are you finding? So we get load the wood stove up, and then we'll hop in the tractor, go plow some snow. Pull these coals forward here. Right here. I think this weekend's going to be wood stove cleaning time. Shovel out some of the mashes that are in the bottom. Getting a pretty good bed going in there. And that's a good bed of coals in there. It's probably a good foot and a half deep. Not burning real hot, which is a good thing. So right now, this is an old pile of slabs that I had laying around, the remnants of it. I got in there last night and basically bunched all that stuff up with the excavator. Some scraps. Stuff I really wanted to get rid of anyway. And I figured, you know what? If I put it in front of the good firewood, the stuff that's nice and easy and I'm able to throw in the wood stove easy, I have to burn it up to be able to get back there. To be able to get back all that nice wood, I got to get through all of this. So it goes twofold. Sometimes you have to regulate yourself. All right, we are out here. We did the bucket work up at the farm. Now we put the straight blade on and we're gonna widen out the driveway a little bit here. Biggest thing with the driveway, we gotta start with this thing pretty wide to begin with, because as things fill in, we'll run out of room to put this snow in a hurry if we're not careful. So at some point I would love to get a grader with a wing blade on it. That would much help me out for this kind of work with the driveway, cabin road, stuff like that. I'm looking, but ain't found nothing I'm jumping all over yet. So, for the time being, use what we got. Gotta limb some trees too. I don't really care for them hitting my cab. Brush that's encroached on the driveway here in the last couple of years. We need to get in here and get all this cleared out. That's a good winter project while that ditch is frozen. Makes it a lot easier to stand in there. we'll have to take a decent weekend and get in there and do that. That's one of those tedious, time-consuming things. Watch for the gate here. I do need to add a little bit to this plow. It's a 7.5 foot Western. It doesn't quite get outside the tire, as you can see there. I'm actually running on the furrow just a little bit. So at some point, I got another section of plow, just the blade. We're going to add about a foot, 1.5 feet on each side. One thing when you're plowing, this kind of stuff here, clean that crap up. It's so much easier on your equipment later on. The next time you go to plow, that's not a big hardened spear sticking out there ramming into your plow. That's why you're bouncing and banging all over the place. Just beats the crap out of your equipment. I'm almost done here for the night. Light duty snow plowing, I would call this. Take a little drive around the cul-de-sac here. You can see off to my left here, we got to push snow down there, because right to the left of that snow pile is the gate. I went a little too far, you can't see. That's the gate to go out and feed what'll be the cow pen. Obviously we clean up here in front of the shop, go down to the north of the shop, up over the hill there straight ahead. That's where the bale yard is, so we go up and clean that up as well. Come around to our parking spots. Those pretty much, the wind pretty much stripped that clean because it's a high spot, which is nice in the mornings. We push past the end of the house there. I don't put too much up in here. I do need to move the cedar. You can see the cedar right there in that snowdrift. I don't put a lot of snow here because, well, it drifts in. Come down the cul-de-sac and around. Try to keep this plenty wide, at least 2 widths wide. If we get off too far over here, we're going to start gouging the grass. Same over here, especially things aren't too froze yet. Try not to put too much there at the end. That's just cleaning up my piles. As things get deeper, it goes over the edge on the south side. This is the driveway here. Push a whole width off to the north because otherwise it wants to drift in on the bank. Push right up to the fence posts. Now if we cruise down the driveway, this is where I like to make it plenty wide because we got nowhere to put snow if we box ourselves in here. You'll end up pushing it up and down the length of the driveway trying to find a place to pile it. So with all the snow we had last winter, I ended up doing that a couple of times. But if I get that blade extended there, I will be able to wing it off a little bit better too. First big round of snow plowing, guys. That wasn't a major shot of snow, but with the drifting and all that, I gotta keep it cleaned up around here. It takes a good 3 hours to do that part. If we get a lot of snow, it takes me a while, and I'm not plowing to the cabin yet. I'm undecided if we're plowing the road to the cabin this year. We might just take the Argo back and forth, or get the snowmobile going, and or possibly get another snowmobile. So we'll see how things go later on, see how much snow we get. Obviously things aren't frozen nearly well enough to be driving the tractor out there right now. And if we keep getting snow accumulations like this on a regular basis, it will never freeze enough to drive out there like with this. So just how it goes. It all depends on the winter. I won't take my tractor out there unless I'm absolutely sure of the ice and test it frequently and regularly. So I do plow the neighbor there as well. Keep the mailbox cleared out because, whoa, that's kind of dirty there. Keep the mailbox cleared out. When the grader comes through, they don't do the best of jobs. All those things matter, especially if you're a mailman and things like that. Keep that stuff cleared out.